My name is Matthew Murdoch.
There's no further comment at this stage.
I'm a lawyer.
That's all for now. Thank you.
Exactly what kind of a lawyer are you? Really good one. Vigilantes are not heroes. Yeah. Daredevil, born again, only on...
Hey everyone. What's up guys, Unofficial MCU here. Hope you're all doing well, and in today's video we have a new update for Daredevil Born Again, and into the regard of Spider-Man, Tom Holland's Spider-Man, having some type of potential involvement, we'll phrase it that way, with the upcoming Disney Plus series. It's exactly what we're going to be discussing in today's video. We of course are going to go ahead, we're going to hop right on into it, going to break it all down for you guys with everything that we know and everything that we're anticipating right now. Before we do though, however, grab that subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing all types of Marvel related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. Also, be sure to hit that little notification bell right next to it to be notified for when we have new videos dropping here on the channel almost on the daily. There is a lot of Marvel news to keep up with. It's exactly why we're here, is to keep you guys updated with everything, not just that, but also break it down for you guys. As always, I really appreciate all of the support. Okay, so in this video, we are going to be taking a quick read from the Direct's article. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there, as well as an overall garnering source. It should also be taken that Tom Holland's Spider-Man will get acknowledged, quote-unquote, by quote-unquote spoilers in Daredevil Born Again. This comes as something of a bit of a confirmation, but with that, it kind of delves a little into the spoiler territory, if I'm being honest, so I'll issue the lightest of spoiler warnings for Daredevil Born Again, even though we're like 3 days away from its release, or from its premiere date on March 4th. One of the first episodes of Daredevil Born Again will make an unmistakable allusion to Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Daredevil Born Again promises to pick up with the Man Without Fear several years after his standout Netflix series conclusion with Season 3. Charlie Cox, of course, is making his return as attorney by day, vigilante by night, Matt Murdock, as he tries to keep his city safe from the Kingpin and his cronies. To say the very least, it seems that there is some type of Spider-Man reference or mention that seems to be confirmed for Daredevil Born Again, but is that going to allude to something more so of that? Of course, in Spider-Man No Way Home, having a straight-up cameo of Daredevil or Matt Murdock as his lawyer, could we see something flipped around? Could we see something that is like pretty much Spider-Man showing up somewhere in Daredevil Born Again? I think when you even throw out that question out there into the multiverse, we'll put it, is the first thing that comes up is, will the rights even allow that? That's kind of just the unfortunate truth with a character like Spider-Man, is you really have to look at it from that standpoint, with the shared rights between Marvel Studios and Disney, and with Sony Pictures. During Daredevil Born Again, stars Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio's appearance on the jakestakes.com, hosts Jake Hamilton confirmed a specific acknowledgement to the MCU's Spider-Man, played by Tom Holland. According to Hamilton, in Born Again's second episode, Wilson Fisk makes a brief reference to a kid dressed as a spider, a clear reference to Spidey, in the way of how Wilson Fisk and Kingpin has such of a connection and history to the character of Spider-Man throughout the comic book pages, is definitely something of a setup that many Marvel fans would love to see someday. And considering that Spider-Man's live action rights are owned by Sony Pictures, it may also come as a bit of a small surprise that the Wallcrawler is even able to be mentioned in the series, let alone him actually making some type of cameo in the flesh to some capacity. However, in past MCU projects and iterations in which Tom Holland did not appear as the character, others still did allude to him with some type of cameo or mention, at the very least, of a reference. In Ant-Man, for example, Sam Wilson boasts about a guy who crawls up walls. Additionally, Stephen Strange directly mentioned his recent adventures with Spider-Man during a scene from Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, of course, as well. So clearly Marvel Studios is unrestricted in some capacity in its ability to at least mention or reference the character of Spider-Man. Having him appear on screen is a whole nother story, as I had mentioned. However, bringing that up, could Spider-Man show up somewhere in Daredevil Born Again? Well, now, maybe it's not an actual in-the-flesh kind of cameo, maybe something of where they're looking at, I don't know, a computer screen, and he's seen in like a video or something, Spider-Man Strikes Again, something like that, or maybe a day Daily Bugle kind of reference into that scenario, I think is something else we could maybe very well see. Even though Marvel Studios is allowed to have its characters discuss Spider-Man in virtually any MCU project that would appear, if the studio wants him to show up in person and in the flesh, things could definitely get a bit more complicated. Sony Pictures holds the live-action film and television rights for Spider-Man and all of his associated characters, such as the Sinister Six, including his entire supporting cast and Rogues Gallery. Marvel Studios is able to use those characters through a special deal with Sony that was established in 2015, and through that agreement, Marvel gets to put Peter in its films, such as 2018's Avengers Infinity War, and can also be co-produced his solo movies as well, like Spider-Man Homecoming alongside Sony. It has been speculated around, though, however, that television appearances are slightly different in comparison to film or theatrical releases and movies. It's likely that another specialized agreement between Sony and Marvel would need to have been worked out to get Spidey into Daredevil Born Again, though, however, and that's something I think that we would definitely hear about breaking from rumored reports and from the trades. At this point, it's anyone's best guess as to whether Peter Parker will turn in a cameo or guest spot somewhere in Born Again and throughout, maybe not its first season, fingers crossed maybe for its second season. Even then, if the story needs for it. If Sony was willing to play ball, then it seems likely that Marvel Studios would jump at the chance to bring Peter into the series. I think it would make a huge revenue for both of those studios, let's be honest, at the end of the day. Not just Wilson Fisk and Spider-Man having a connection throughout the comic book pages, but also Spider-Man and Daredevil have a long-standing friendship in the comic book pages, and Spider-Man No Way Home, Matt Murdock briefly popped up as Peter's lawyer, so they also already have that connection to some capacity. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been Unofficial MCU. Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Different theories as well, I'm all ears. Let's discuss. I love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Leave a like on today's video as it really does help out the channel. I really appreciate it. Stick around here on the channel, Unofficial MCU, by hitting that subscribe button and notification bell to be notified for when we have new videos dropping here on the channel, almost on the daily. There's a lot of Marvel news and craziness that has been going on. That's exactly why we're here, is to keep you guys all updated on all of it and explain it all. Also, check out our merch shop, linked in the description down below or to the channel. Also use codes Team Iron Man or Team Cap in all caps, depending on what team you are a part of, to get 10% off of your order. I'll be updating and dropping new designs on a regular basis, so make sure you check it out. It can make a perfect gift for someone else or even for yourself. With whatever way you support the channel, I really deeply do appreciate it. Whether it's simply watching today's video or purchasing one of our products, thank you guys so much. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. Remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Peace out.